So I'm on this long road trip, right? There's no cars, buildings, exits to worry about, so I'll figure I'd talk for a second to you. Cory Williams Americana. I'm on my way to Colorado. Maddie Williams Americana is right behind me with Kids Americana, whatever. I haven't come up with a cool nickname for them yet. But I want to talk to something that has really been on my mind the older I get, but specifically more recently, and that's music elitism. What does music elitism mean? I don't mean it in terms of a musician thinking you're better for some odd reason. I don't know. No musician's better than any other musician, in my opinion. But as a music fan, so growing up, I always heard, and I still see it on forums and stuff today, and comment sections on YouTube, which are a landmine. But I listen to all music except insert genre here. More often than not, it's country, especially modern country and rap music, and that's crazy to me. And they use it as an insult to people who do enjoy that kind of music or make that kind of music. I mean, go to the comment section of any Chris Stapleton song. It's a war zone down there. I mean, people are insulting other dudes left and right for no reason. I've always made fun of Luke Bryan. I just don't particularly like his brand of country or his voice, but I respect and definitely appreciate what he does as a musician. But I would never insult somebody for liking Luke Bryan. But more recently, it's been hip-hop. I have a good friend, Trey Johnson, who is in the hip-hop music business. He's been on the channel. He does a lot of the background music you see in my videos. Potentially in this one too. I haven't really decided what music. I'm running out of backing tracks here. But he opened my eyes to a whole new landscape of music that I pretended to listen to as a musician. There's a fly in here. I'd always pretend and say, yeah, I listen to hip hop, and I would say I like The Weeknd and Childish Gambino. Okay, you don't really like hip hop if those are the only two people you can name. I can't name a whole lot more, but he did let me listen to this guy named Logic, who I wish I had known about him sooner because he recently retired, but that does afford me the opportunity to listen to his catalog in full, which is so good. But I got really into his production team and people he's worked with, and it's introduced me to a whole new landscape of music that I can really try to tie into my own. I mean, I'm on this long road trip, right? This is day 4, and before that I was traveling from Korea to the States, so I've been traveling for 2 weeks nonstop. And I'm really excited to go work on some music, and thankfully that genre of music is in my head right now because there's some things I want to do with it. I'm an Americana musician. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's kind of a roots musician. But for me, it means something else. Americana means all-inclusive. I can basically do whatever I want and get away with it, which I have. I remember when I put out Runner, somebody actually complained that I wasn't doing country music anymore. And that's fine, but I was never doing country music. I would say, if anything, I was doing more singer-songwriter or folk type of music. But at the end of the day, it's Americana. I mean, Tom Petty invented the genre, and since then it's taken on a life of its own. But now that I've been exposed to all these other songs from having different friends from different cultures to show me these people, I want to do so much more now, and I wish I had learned that lesson 20 years ago when I started. I was very close-minded. Growing up in the Deep South, if you didn't listen to country music, you were an outcast, which I was. I was in a punk rock band. And I didn't even really start listening to country music seriously until I was 25. I'm about to be 35 now. But, man, now I can include this whole other genre in there, and it really makes me want to go explore different avenues. Maybe listen to, oh man, I hate jazz though. It's so hard to listen to. What are they doing? Just play the right notes, you know what I mean? But blues music, I really just want to dive in there and start picking apart things from these other genres that I can add into my own. And that's a lesson for you younger musicians, is don't be closed-minded to other types of music, even pop music on the radio. I enjoy Taylor Swift. And if you've ever played music with me, chances are I played one of her songs because I enjoy what she does so much. I mean, she's a songwriter herself. Every single song she does, her pen is on the paper writing that sucker. I mean, obviously, she's got like a live-in producer, I believe, that works with her, but don't be so close-minded. A Katy Perry song comes on, sing along, dude. It's okay. Nate Russ actually wrote a Pink song. You may not know who he is, but he was the singer of The Format and Fun. But open your mind a little bit, educate yourself on other types of music, and in my opinion, we should do away with genres altogether. I shouldn't be afraid as a folk musician to have an electronic song, which I did, Runner, again. But open your mind, make music, no boundaries. Love you, Cory, Americana.